Hey there, this is Chad Garber, and in this video, amongst other things, I am going to show you a useful tip on adding a vibrato at the end of your guitar bends. You know, like and also, I am testing a new setup for my live stream. I was using StreamYard. I heard it was really good. And I was trying to get my camera to work on it, and I was trying to get my iPhone to work on it. It didn't work, but I got my, my Logitech webcam to work on it. I don't know what the quality is, but this is a test. We're working on our stream or live streaming. We don't want it to be choppy like it has been in the past. Okay, so if you like this video, by the way, go ahead and subscribe and give me a like. Too much light in here? It's a little better, I think. Maybe. Is that better or worse? Anyway, so it's always been kind of a hard thing for me to do that vibrato at the end, and I'm not really sure why. It's always been kind of hard, and there's an exercise I do where I go to try to bend it, to vibrato it. And it's, for some reason, I can't explain it. It's been hard to do, but I figured out something that helps. In order to practice it, do it like extreme, like go. Because what that does, it works on your muscles, I think. I don't know what it does. It just makes it easier to bend. If you can do it like this, you can also go. You can go. You can go. So anyway, that's the tip. The tip is do a ridiculous vibrato. And you can even do it like this. Like do it from the first fret on. So do it and then don't like bend it just to the regular bend. Now every bend sounds bad. And then do a ridiculous vibrato. After you get to the bend area, you don't go right away. You make sure you get to that stable place. This is supposed to say useful tip, not tips. But anyway. I guess there's two tips. One is the vibrato. One is going from the first fret to the 12th fret. And my theory is that it does something to the muscles. Like, it works the muscles that you need to work on to do even the small vibrato. If you want to do a faster one, I haven't tried this yet. Can't do it. I'm not very good. Like a Jimmy Page. You can do the same thing. Just do it, extreme it, and then perhaps it will be easier to do it when you do a small one. To do an Angus Young one will be interesting. But I do. I think there's something to it. I think it will work out the muscles that you are using to do the vibrato. And do it on different strings. So now. So I think it does work. And so you can try down here too. Any string. And it does. It works the fingers out for sure. Another tip is that when you're doing the vibrato in the first place, again, it took me for years to even get it close to where it is now even. But one thing that helped me is when you bend it up, you want to come down as the first movement. As that might be something simple, common sense. I can't tell what's better, but anyway, so yeah, when you do the vibrato, you go down first and then back up, as opposed to trying to bend up. Because theoretically, you don't have to go any higher than the bend. Like if you go, hey Shabham Shadhari, I didn't say that correctly, but how you doing? It's been a long time for sure. And so when you're doing the vibrato, good to see you. How's it going? Can you hear me and see me okay? So anyways, when you're doing the vibrato bend, oh yeah, me too. You're working on sweep practicing. You know, I got a great tip for that. Yes, I got a great tip for sweep picking, actually, because I'm learning the same thing. Here's what you do. Pick your finger, put it on the 12th fret of the B string, and basically just put your finger over it to mute the note and pick down. Hey, Ben Coker. What's up, man? Ben Coker's here. Ben Coker is a ridiculously amazing guitar player. And can you guys hear me and see me okay? It's good to see you, Ben. Yeah, so Shabam, I'm not sure if we can call you Shub. So what this guy taught me how to do is to go pick on the 12th fret of the B, just mute that string, pick down, up, down, and then go through that, go down, up, down, and then you go through to pick the 12th fret of the E. Oh, telecommuting. Oh wow, you're on the train or something? Hopefully not driving. I'll call you Shub. So you're going. So you're picking down. So that's the whole thing. You're picking down. You go down, up, down, down on the high E there. And then you pick up on that high E. Oh, teleworking. Teleworking. Yeah, you're at your home. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, man, that's awesome. This is the first time I got Ben on here. Ben, again, he's an amazing guitar player. He's probably the best I know. Yeah, definitely the best I know. Yeah, so the rest of this is, and Ben, you can give us any tips on, we're actually not talking about vibrato on the ends of the bends anymore. We're talking about sweep picking, sweep picking. All right, so the rest of that is, see, then you pick down, then you pick up on that same string, the 12th fret of the high E. Then you pick it again, and you end up picking up on the 12th fret. Again, basically you're keeping your finger in the same place. You're just doing the picking. Down, up, down, slide through it, up, down, up. You're basically doing that. And what you're doing is you're working on the sweeping without being focused on the notes. Because what the guy taught me on the YouTube video said that you can only focus on one thing at a time when you're trying to learn. So why try to learn these notes when you're really, the main thing about sweeping is the picking. So it's, and then you do the same thing in reverse on the next string. He was practicing that very thing. So once you do that, then you can add the notes. Another thing he said is to really try to hit the very, the depth of how you pick is very important too. Because if you're trying to pick way down here, like way below the string, and you're trying to get through it, it's going to be way harder. But you want to do it at the very tip of the string. Yeah, maybe it's Stevie T. I wonder if that's the guy. Hey, what's up, Truth Guitar Method? How you doing? Welcome, Truth Guitar Method. How you doing? What's up, guys? Master Sweeper Bradley Hall. It does take a lot of practice. Probably, Another thing I do is this whole. There's a video. I guess it's Guitar Mastery or Guitar Master or something like that. That guy. I don't know his name, but he does some really teaches some really cool things. Because if you just work on the sweeping part and focus on that only. Hey, John, how you doing? Malaysia, cool. Welcome. Another thing is to pick lightly, like hold the pick lightly. Other things I do is this thing. Hopefully that helps. Another thing you do is this thing. When you're basically working on the same thing. Get a metronome and go. You're going. Even doing that's helpful. A good start. And then I think the big takeaway I got recently is to do the picking first, get that down, and to hold the pick lightly and try to just in your mind's eye hit the tip of the string, and as opposed to going way down. Actually, I'm a beginner at playing pentatonic scales. Any useful tips? Let me think about it. What can you do so far? That? Yeah, really slow. You do it until you do it at the right. Yeah, you get the picking right first. I use a metronome too. That I can play an A minor pentatonic scale. Okay. I think for me, I think the pentatonic scale, I think it all comes down to licks in my mind, because you can having the notes, very rarely will you just go. I mean, you might, but yeah, and I think this is true with pentatonic scales as well. You go slow speed with a metronome, get it perfect, and then slowly speed it up, and then you see your improvement. But with pentatonic scales, in my opinion, it mainly comes down to licks that happen to be in the pentatonic scale. Again, you're probably not going to do that, although you might. But if you develop licks within it that you learn from other people or whatever. Yeah, once you're in the scale, it's just a matter of collecting a bunch of guitar licks. I mean, that really. I'm in the pentatonic scale, right? but it's all about that lick. So it's really about collecting a bunch of licks. That's my opinion. I don't know if everybody else agrees with that. And there's also, you can learn picking patterns, like that's all it is a pattern. Or here's another one you go. I would say that in addition to getting the licks, learn as many cool patterns as you can. Like one up, or this one's like you won. You just basically progress. Or you go one, go back down to the second one. So 1, 2. You just basically progress in a pattern. Remember to hold your pick lightly and aim in your mind for the tips of the string. Or the blues notes, the regular pentatonic scale is add the blues note here. And one's right here. The other one's right here. Just add this note and this note. Learn how to bend, obviously. Back to the bending thing. The bend is all about the pentatonic scale too. You're going. You're just hitting this note, and then you can add the vibrato. Or, as I've been teaching you, what are you using? So I like the you like the guitar? Thank you. It's a Les Paul Custom Pro. It's got Kea wood or Koa wood. I forgot what it's called. Some kind of interesting wood. And then on the amp, I'm using the Line 6 HX Stomp. Or what is another pentatonic? And so if anybody who's missed it so far, it's like what I'm talking about, the vibrato at the end is to learn how to do a better vibrato, just do extreme vibrato to get used to it. I do that. So then you'll be able to easier to do this because it works out the same muscles. Trying to think of some more pentatonic scale licks or ways you can do it. Patterns, licks, and it's good to practice. Like put a song on and just jam it. And if you want to, I didn't do this for a while, but you can learn the different pentatonic shapes. Like here's the A, the root position. The next position is. Next position. So you can just have that. So you can have more places to do it. Here's one more tip I'll give you about the pentatonic scales. All right, think about this. Is called maybe the frying pan method. Like for instance, if we're in the key of E, take your middle finger, or take your pinky or whatever, your ring finger, and put it on the 15th fret of the high E, and your pointer finger on the 12th fret of the E. Do that. And then you'll skip a fret. You have this shape. It's the shape of a frying pan. And once you do it once, you can just keep it going on. Like you can go. You can go. It's just the shape. So you can learn different shape patterns. Major pentatonic scales, basically, if you're doing it's just relative. It's a relative. So if you do 3, you can just go, like if you're doing an A, and you want A major, you basically, with the exception of a couple notes, just go down 3 frets and do the same scale. Like here, A. If you do it up here in the root, it's minor. If you go 3 frets down from the A root, if you're in the key A, you'll be in major. I think there's like one note that doesn't work, but I forgot which one it is. This one. Might be the first note. But for the most part, go 3 frets down from the A minor root, and you'll get to A major. Make sense? Well, it's not, I think it's either way. It's like whatever your preference is. I like the minor just because I like how it sounds. Because I'm usually a minor kind of guy. Not usually, typically. But it's just the same thing. It really is. It's just 3 frets down. And each pentatonic scale, each shape corresponds to a mode, but you can learn that stuff later. I would learn those scales. Like I'd learn the natural minor because really the pentatonic is basically it's some of the notes of a natural minor. But so you can use more notes if you learn the actual scales. I learned the minor and major scales. Different ways you can do it. Okay, so how long have I been playing guitar? Since the space disaster. I think it was 84. Because I remember I was playing during when the Space Challenger disaster where the teacher got killed. I wasn't playing very much, but I was playing my brother's guitar at that particular moment. So at least since then. It's a lifelong gig, man. I mean, you can, some people learn faster. But you can play guitar your whole life and not learn everything. Not even close. There's so much to learn. There's so much you can improve on. And you'll find your own little rhythms. You'll learn a bunch of licks, and some of them will stick. Some of them won't stick. But some of them you'll lose. You'll kind of develop your own style. Does that help any, John? So going back to the bending tip that this title of this video is saying is you just bend it and do a ridiculous vibrato to practice the regular vibrato. So yeah, I like Slash too. He does see if you learn the modes. Oh yeah, you know that. Do you know the modes, Shub? He does a mixed Lydian into the Aeolian, I believe, a lot. I think it's mixed Lydian. Yeah. So anyway. He does some weird stuff too. That's a slash thing. I can play bass, drumming, fingerstyle, but am beginner at pentatonic scale. Oh, okay. That's a funny word, shredding. You know. You can shred eventually. I think it's important to learn the basics, though, you know. Yep, sweet child of mine. I'm not sure if that's too loud or what. Okay. So anyway, so I think that's it. Any other questions? Slash Antasia. I don't know what that is. You played the, cool. One of my favorite guitar solo guys is Jimi Hendrix. Wait, that's not right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Everybody have a great day, and make sure you subscribe if you're not. Peace out.